UFC Vegas 82 will be taking place this weekend, guys, with the main event being a middleweight bout between Brendan Allen and Paul Craig. Guys, I'm really looking forward to this card. I do think this is going to be a very underrated fight night card with some fun fights. Guys, you know me. I will be going through each and every single one of my picks on the main card. I will quickly recap through the prelims on who I got. You know what I mean? I don't really care about the prelims fans spending too much time on them yet. So we're just going to spend a bit of time on the main card, giving my full predictions on who I think wins. But guys, before we even get into it, bro, if you're new to my channel, if you're a daily fucking watcher, man, make sure you like this video, subscribe if you're new, comment on this video. It always helps the algorithm, my brothers. Not much to say, man. With my prelim picks, guys, I am the best predictor on MMA YouTube. Let's be real, guys. I've got Brito by second round KO, Johnson by decision, Duncan by TKO in the second round, Parkin by TKO in the second round, Alexander by TKO in the second round, Big Bunda Perez by decision, Odkin by decision, and Johnson by decision. Starting with the first fight on the main card, guys, we got a banger in the welterweight division. Uros the Dr. Medic taking on Miktebek Orobai. Now, this is a weird name to pronounce. This guy is coming out of Kyrgyzstan, making his UFC debut. This guy is obviously, 25 years old. It's noted, but he looks 50. Bruh. Crazy thing, bro. I'm not going to cap, bro. Uros Medic. Guys, this prediction I have, I'm going to go with Uros Medic, right? This guy's 9-1. He's not even a welterweight, but he used to be a lightweight. He's a really big guy. He's 6'1" at welterweight. Orobai is going to be 3 inches shorter at 5'10". I'm excited for this fight. I think it's going to be a banger. Orobai is known for being a grappler, apparently. You know what I mean? He does look pretty decent, but I feel like his record's a bit patty, I think Jalen Turner is a good loss to have on your record, which is the only loss that Uros Medic does have. And I just think Uros Medic is the better striker all around. I think his takedown defense is going to hold up in this fight. I think he's going to whoop this fraud. Man, I'm going to go Uros Medic by a second round TKO. If not, I can see it being a grindy decision. Next fight on the card, guys, is the only women's MMA fight. Thank goodness, man. Bruh. Amanda Ribas taking on Luana Pinheiro. Guys, now I was actually talking to Amanda Ribas the other day, and I just wanted to ask her, how do I think this fight's gonna go down? She told me a second round submission by armbar or a decision win. She told me that she was gonna leave her chin open up, so don't be surprised if Pinheiro's tagging her with a lot of shots. Amanda Ribas she's chinny, man. She's very chinny. I don't know how you can be getting knocked out of at women's MMA. Like it doesn't make sense. But at the end of the day, both these women are bad. I'm not gonna lie. Amanda Ribas is my favorite women's MMA. I'm going to stop simping. I'm going to go with Amanda Ribas by a decision win. The next fight on the main card, guys, Peyton Talbot taking on Nick Arguia in the bantamweight division. This should be a fun fight, guys. Peyton Talbot coming in as a huge favorite at -775, so I don't need to spend too much time on this pick. I'm going to go with Peyton Talbot with a KO in the first round, a TKO. I think Arguia is a decent fighter, but, his record would say otherwise. He's fought absolute bombs. Peyton Talbot, has a really good record, some great wins. Not much to say, bro. Peyton Talbot by, murder. Moving on to the lightweight division, we are about to witness the most zestiest, fruitiest matchup I done seen in the UFC, bro. We got Jordan, the Monkey King Levitt taking on Chase Hooper. Now, this is a really fun fight, guys. I'm actually glad this has been put on the main card. Jordan Levitt coming in as a slight underdog at +180. Chase Hooper being a moderate favorite, -220. And I'm not going to lie, guys. I really do think Jordan Levitt is the best underdog on this card, potentially. Now, I don't want to disrespect Chase Hooper too much, you know what I mean? He's only a kid in a man's sport. I like the kid, yeah? I like the kid. But I think Jordan Levitt is the higher level fighter here, guys. I really do. I think he has the better striking than Chase Hooper. I think he has the, more well-rounded grappling. I think Chase Hooper has a very high-level jiu-jitsu, pedigree with the black belt, you know what I mean? Fucking jiu-jitsu world champion. We get it, little bro. But I think Jordan Levitt is honestly more well-rounded. I think, he's a lot quicker than Chase Hooper, okay? I don't understand how Chase Hooper can be this skinny guy and has no fast muscle twitch fibers. It's unbelievable, fam. Very soy. But I'm going to go with Jordan Levitt grinding out a decision win here, guys. I think it's going to be a 2-1 fight. I think Chase Hooper's, going to get fraud checked. I'm going to be really honest with you. I just think Jordan's the better fighter. He's going to get a lot of takedowns, you know what I mean? Spend a lot of control time. Even beat Chase Hooper up on the feed. So let me get Jordan Levitt by a 29-28 decision win. Guys, we have a banger in the co-main event. Jake the Goat Matthews taking on Michael Morales. Now, I'm a big fan of Jake Matthews. I'm not going to hide the fact, but this is a tough fight for him, man. You know what I mean? One thing about Jake Matthews is this guy is a great fighter, man. He has some great wins, you know what I mean? Beat Li Jinliang, just a lot of good fighters, bro. But he's also very inconsistent. You know, recently coming off a win, but before that he had a loss to Matthew Semmelsberger, who's not a bad fighter, but it's a very bad look for Jake Matthews. You know what I mean? He's been very inconsistent in his career, win-lose type of fighter. I like Michael Morales here, guys. You know what I mean? Undefeated, a prospect to look out for at welterweight. I don't really think he's like this fucking, you know, prospect that people are making him out to be. I don't think he's gonna be ranked anytime soon. Maybe he could be like at the 15th spot for a while. I think he's pretty good though. I do think he's going to drop Jake Matthews a bunch of times in this fight. This could be a boxing fight. Jake Matthews can definitely win, but he's not someone you'd want to put a bet on. You know, you can't trust him. So yeah, guys, I'm definitely going to go with Michael Morales here. I do think this guy's going to remain undefeated after tomorrow. I'm really excited for this fight, guys, but like I said, Jake Matthews, you know, I'd love to pick him, but he's just way too inconsistent, you know, win-lose type fighter. And Morales is a lot bigger than Jake Matthews, you know what I mean, a lot younger. I think he's going to have a 6-inch reach advantage here. I do like this fight. I think it's going to be very competitive, but I just see Morales dropping Jake Matthews at the end of every round, you know, securing a unanimous decision win, or he might even get a 3rd round TKO. But guys, make sure you tune in for this fight. It's going to be a banger. Boys, we have finally made it to the main event. If you guys are still watching this video, I just want to say thank you so much. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead, drop a like, bro. I had a fucking voice crack there. And make sure you subscribe while you're here, man. As always, guys, let me know who you think wins this main event. I'm actually really excited. I feel like this card is very underrated, man. Without further ado, on to the main event. Guys, main event time. Brendan Allen will be facing Paul Craig in the middleweight division. Guys, I feel like this is a very underrated main event. I'm very excited, you know what I mean, for this fight. And my prediction, guys, I'm going to go with Brendan Allen. Now, I really do want to pick Paul Craig here. I think Paul Craig's an absolute beast. And I actually have a feeling that if these two go to the ground, I do think that Paul Craig might have the better, you know, offense, especially off his back with the jiu-jitsu. He's got crazy triangle chokes, right? We're talking about a guy who submitted Jamal Hill and fucking Magomed Ankalaev. Absolute craziness, fam. Bruh. But Brendan Allen, you know what I mean? He's pretty decent. He has a lot of wins in the UFC. His only losses are to Chris Curtis and Brendan Allen, which I think there's no shame in losing to those guys. But ever since then, he's won every single other fight he's had in the UFC. Great jiu-jitsu himself, you know what I mean? Coming off a submission win against Bruno Silva. Does have hands, you know what I mean? Kicks. He's a pretty well-rounded fighter, and I think he has, you know, better durability than Paul Craig as far as I'm concerned. Guys, I definitely want Paul Craig to win here, but Brendan Allen has been on an absolute roll. 6-fight win streak, super dangerous in the division. I really like this guy out of, you know, all the fighters at middleweight. I guess middleweight's a trash division, and I do think Brendan Allen has some type of talent to potentially earn a title shot, so I do think he has the better striking in this fight. I'm definitely going to go with Brendan Allen with a 1st or a 2nd round TKO. But I'm not going to lie, guys. I don't think Paul Craig should be this big of a favorite. I feel like it's a bit disrespectful. So you might as well, you know, cash in on that if you like. I do see Paul Craig potentially winning this fight by submission in the later rounds. But the problem is I don't think it's going to get to the later rounds. So I'm going to go with Brendan Allen getting a 1st or a 2nd round TKO. Those are my predictions for UFC Vegas 82, guys. Feel free to let me know down in the comments below who are you guys picking in these matchups. I think this is a great card, man. Super underrated. Super stoked for this main event. So, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. Daily uploads coming soon. You know, make sure you like this video as always. I appreciate you guys, man. And I'll see you on my next video. As always, guys, take care. Stay safe. Peace.